Hi, everyone. Happy Halloween. I know it's not Halloween yet. We still have 3 days. But what a perfect time to watch horror movies. And a lot of these streaming services, from what I've seen, they're getting ridiculous with their prices and with their rules and regulations. So, TubiTV.com, TubiTV.com, has a really good selection of movies and they're free. Now, if you don't have an ad blocker, you're going to see the ads. But I think most of us grew up with TV with commercials. So it's a little inconvenient, but streaming services are starting to make tiers where the cheapest one you're going to get ads even though you're paying for it. So pay for it and get commercials, or pay for it and not get commercials, or get commercials and don't spend a dime. And I love Tubi TV. You can sign up. It's free. The signing up only lets you make like a watch list, and you can go to your list and just have the movies you've put in your watch list there for you to choose from. It's honestly really cool. Okay, Match I have not seen. It is on my watch list, and my friend Dornaris wants to see it too. She's really into horror movies, way more than I am, and she really loves the slasher gore stuff. This may be slasher gore, I don't know. 30 Days of Night, I've seen. I love the concept. There are parts of Alaska that don't really have sunlight during certain months. And it's within these months something happens in 30 Days a Night. Very interesting concept. The follow through was pretty good, but it's not something I want to watch all the time. You might. The Seventh Sign, really, this really deals with religious omens. It is creepy, but I don't think it's really scary. But I did enjoy it. Okay, Possessions. If you watch Possessions, it looks a little bit like a fan made film or a college film, but the concept is really, really good. Yes, it is horror, and it takes place at a storage facility. It wasn't a bad watch, but to me, it's not something I'd want to watch over and over again. Frost, I stopped watching halfway through because something happened. I didn't want to watch it anymore, and I'm not going to say what it is, but the whole concept is really, really creepy. And it's intriguing. What would you do in that situation? It's not supernatural horror, but it is about survival. Okay, this is one of the newer Halloweens. I don't really like the newer Halloweens. I prefer the older ones, Halloween 1, Halloween 2. I do not like Halloween 3. Halloween 4 and 5 are okay. Some of the others are okay. And I loved H2O. And Halloween is coming up. Okay, this is the remake of Poltergeist. I really did not enjoy this at all. Urban Legend, I like the twist at the end. But for me, I put it in the same category as like Friday the 13th. It's a slasher, but it did keep my interest until the end to see the twist. The messengers I saw, and it was so not what I thought it was going to be, and I'm just leaving it at that. American Werewolf in London. I love this movie so much. I don't like the porn scene, and there is a shower scene. I think the movie would have still been fantastic if you took that out. But I really don't see why they call it a horror comedy. To me, it's just a really, really good horror movie. Sinister, I love this movie. Creepy, intense, it holds your interest. Very good. Sleepwalkers. I first saw this because of my husband. It was an interesting concept, but I haven't watched it since. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Again, a slasher. Definitely not as good as the first, but then again, a lot of sequels don't match or surpass the first one. But it's still a good watch. Insidious The Last Key, I did see. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I don't. I remember more of the first one, but still, that's not much. But I don't remember regretting watching it. Don't Breathe. Let me click into it. I want to see if that's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. This one was very scary, very gripping, very creepy. It is, you see, if they had that picture up first, I would have known it right away. Definitely not what you'd expect, but very, very, very good. Intense, keeps you interested. Very good horror movie. But it's definitely not supernatural horror. Howl. This is available on YouTube as well. It's supposed to be about werewolves. And you can find that out reading the description, seeing the trailer. But to me, what's in it is not werewolves. To me, werewolves can change back and forth from human to a wolf, whether it be the days leading up to the full moon and the full moon or just the full moon. That's not to me what these creatures are. say? The Lady in White. I love this movie. It is creepy. It does keep you involved. It is not gory. It is supernatural. But to me, the whole story just comes together really, really well. It's all practical effects for the most part, but still, I really enjoyed it. Okay, good, it's on my list. I haven't seen the McPherson tape, but I want to. Christine, classic horror movie, Stephen King. It's about a car, and it's basically all practical effects, but it was so good. There is something about 80s horror and the performances from the people who acted in it. They're very, very believable. I enjoyed Christine a lot. Trilogy of Terror, the only thing I can remember about it is this guy on the cover, a tiki man, and he freaked me out when I was a kid. I haven't watched it since. Sometimes They Come Back was a TV miniseries. It's also available on YouTube. I believe it was Stephen King, and I only remember parts of it, but I do remember not being disappointed at all. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Is that the one I'm thinking of? No, the one I'm thinking of had Jeff Goldblum in it, which I believe that's available on YouTube as well. The Visit, very creepy, kept you guessing, is not what I thought it was at all. I'm leaving it at that. The original Omen, a good, scary, supernatural horror movie. Very good. Way better than the remake. And the remake I could not get into because of Julia Stiles. She looks way too young to be a mother. But this movie, very, very good. Night of the Living Dead, which one is this? Okay, I've never seen the 1990 version. But the original is available on YouTube. Okay, From Dusk Till Dawn, I saw. It's more mainstream. I did not enjoy it. It really is a Quentin Tarantino movie, and I don't really enjoy his movies. But you might, so check it out. Children of the Corn. It is suspenseful, but to me, it left a lot to be desired. The remake that came out just like I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you got to see what was in the corn. You saw something. This one, you don't see it. I really did not enjoy this one. But again, it's a classic. You may enjoy it. Haunt. I just saw this because my friend Dorneris We're going back and forth giving each other movies to watch. This is definitely a survival slasher gory film, not something I'm into. She's really into them. So if you are, that might be a good watch for you. The same with All Hallows Eve. She put this on a list for me to watch. I watched it. It's the beginning of the Terrifiers, the Terrifier movies. I really did not enjoy it at all. Abandoned Mine, I've seen twice, and I don't remember what it was about, but I have seen it. Alexa Vega is in it. House on Haunted Hill, I saw years ago, but it was when I had what I call the bubble butt computer. It was that big monitor, and I had just gotten the computer. I didn't know you could hook up earphones or speakers to the computer in order to hear stuff. Didn't know anything about computers back then. I didn't even know how to turn them on. So I saw it and I thought it was okay, but I heard nothing. But it might be a good watch. Poltergeist 3. There are three from the original part of the franchise. Poltergeist, the first one, and Poltergeist 2, I really enjoyed. This one I thought sucked. Completely sucked. It reminded me of a B movie and not a very good one. It takes place in a high rise building in the city. Tom Skerritt is in it. I like Tom Skerritt. I just didn't like this movie. The Bad Seed. This is actually the remake. I think it was a made for TV movie. It was creepy. It kept my attention. I would watch it again, but it would never be on my list of top horror movies. But again, it wasn't a bad movie. When a Stranger Calls, I have this on my list to watch. I saw the remake. I thought it was good, but I got a feeling this one would be a lot creepier and scarier because it takes place in the 70s. The 70s, we didn't have cell phones, which the remake deals with cell phones. You can be anywhere and call a cell phone. But back in the 70s, it was all landline phones. You had to have an extra long cord in order to walk around the kitchen, or depending on how your apartment or house was, to go in another room, or you had to have an actual phone set up in another room. So, hearing what's happened in the clips I've seen, it seems very scary to me, and I have to bring myself to watch it, which, if I don't by Friday, I'm making it a point to watch it on Friday. The Howling. I liked it. I didn't like the sex scenes. I felt it didn't need it. But there's one part that takes place in an office, and you see the werewolf actually transforming. I love that part. Love that part. Other than that, I love the movie. Now, I saw this. This is a remake of the original Fog. The only thing I liked about it is it gives you more of the backstory about the people who are in the fog. And I'm not giving spoilers because you could see right here there are people within the fog. That's the only thing I liked about it. The only thing. Otherwise, I prefer the original. Critters, I've seen bits and pieces of, and that's it. The Midnight Meat Train, I'm actually going to watch tonight because it's on a list of movies my friend Dorneris gave me to watch. So she's watching movies I've given her to watch, and I'm watching movies she's given me. For the most part, these are movies we normally wouldn't watch. It's actually an interesting experience. Okay, I've seen Alone. It is very creepy, very intense. And to me, it was very scary because this is not supernatural horror, which there's still debates going on whether or not supernatural things are true. This is something that can happen to any one of us, male or female, adult, senior citizen, teenager, child. It can happen to any one of us on any given day. Pulse was interesting. It's a lot like The Lawnmower Man and Shocker, if you've seen them. I can't remember if it's Joey Lawrence or Matthew Lawrence, but he's in it. And to me, it seems like it was a made for TV movie. I don't think it was a bad movie, but if you're looking for something really, really gripping, this isn't it. But you may still enjoy it. I enjoyed it. The Pack, I love this movie. Again, it's not supernatural horror, it's something that can really happen. Any one of us, this can happen to. Very scary, very creepy, very. I really enjoyed it. The Ring, I enjoyed this as well, especially the concept. And I enjoyed The Ring too. But after that, it's like, what else are you going to do with this? And from what I've seen, nothing much. Amityville 2, The Possession, is more about the DeFeo family, which, if you know anything about the Amityville horror, it starts with a family who moves there from Brooklyn, New York. Apparently, the house is haunted. Now, you can go look this up. This is all from documentaries and websites and whatever. A crime took place. This is a true story. The eldest son apparently killed every member of the family and blamed it on a supernatural presence or more than one presence who took control of him, told him what to do, and he did it. So, this is basically a story of that family and how it started. It's sort of a prequel. And of course, Hollywood took liberties with it, but it's somewhat accurate, when it comes to the family dynamic and everything. The supernatural stuff, if you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. exists. I just watched this. It was very creepy, very scary. It's a found footage film. I really enjoyed it. Really did. Fright Night, this is the remake. I saw it. I didn't enjoy it. I just didn't. I can't explain it. You might, but I just didn't. Shortcut, I enjoyed this very much. Very creepy. It grips you and it takes you on like a roller coaster ride. At least it did for me. I really did enjoy it. Abominable. I like the concept, but this is like a cheesy sci fi movie. The guy acts very well, but the rest of the actors, you can literally tell how cheesy it is. And if that's what you go for, you'll enjoy this. 13 Ghosts, this is the original. I've never seen it. I have seen the remake, but again, it was on the Bubble Butt computer. I didn't hear any of it. I enjoyed it, but as much as I could without hearing it. Okay, Mikey, this creeped me out that a little kid could do this kind of stuff. Similar to The Good Son, but it came out way before. Okay, which one is this? Yeah, I didn't, I liked the original Blair Witch. It's very long and drawn out, but it was creepy at the time. It was at the beginning of all this found footage stuff starting. But the newer one, I just didn't like. I didn't like it at all. The Blair Witch 2, I didn't like. You might. You just might. Wolfen, I watched this movie because my mother raved about it. It was okay. It takes place in the city. It's more of a detective cop movie. I really didn't enjoy it. But again, so many people have. There has to be something good about it that I'm missing. You might like it. Never Knock. That's another movie that's kind of like a B movie. The concept was very, very interesting. I did not get bored with it, but I do think they could have done way more with it than they did. Flowers in the Attic. I don't think this is the remake. I think this is the original. Yeah, I have enjoyed all of the Flowers in the Attic movies and series I've watched. I've enjoyed them very much. And again, it's not supernatural horror, and this could happen to anyone. It honestly could. Although we have more sophisticated crime solving techniques now, it could still happen. Burnt Offerings, I've seen more than once. It's a little creepy at times, but I really did not enjoy it. I believe this was a made for TV movie. I could be wrong. It could have been in the theaters. I've seen it on TV and online. I just didn't enjoy it. Afterlife. I found Afterlife to be very good, but it is not horror. I don't know why it's in the horror section. It might be because it's dealing with life and death. It did keep me engaged, wondering what was going to happen next, but I just don't think it's a horror movie. Maybe a little bit of a suspense movie, but not horror. Under the Bed, I don't remember. I did see it. I remember the way it was filmed, it seemed like a B movie. I remember not being disappointed, but I just don't remember it. Okay, Takeout is a Tubi original movie. I did not like it. Tried watching it to the end and I could not get through it. Creepshow 2, I believe I've seen, but I don't know. Creepshow and Creepshow 2 are anthology series. So there may be some you like, there may be some you don't like, but it's like three or four mini movies in one movie. Elevator. I believe I've seen this and I did like it. Wait a minute, did I see this? No, no, I'm thinking of something else, which had to do with the elevator game. Freddy's Nightmares, I saw a couple of them when they first came out. So long ago, I don't remember. But it was sort of like a Tales from the Crypt type series. Stir of Echoes was very good. Very, very good. I really enjoyed that. It kept me intrigued during the whole movie, what was going on. I really did enjoy it. American Werewolf in Paris. Again, they're claiming this is a horror comedy. There are some goofy parts in it, but I don't consider it a comedy. I don't think it was very good, but I did love the werewolf transformation, and there was a new take in it on how to cure yourself of being a werewolf. I found that interesting, but it's not a bad watch, but it's not something I'd run to watch. I saw Beneath. As you watch it, it looks like a B movie, but it is very, very interesting and creepy. The First Power, I love. I love Lou Diamond Phillips. I love the way this was put together like a detective show, like a detective movie. And the guy in it, who's the killer, has played so many bad guys, he fits the role perfectly. Was not disappointed in The First Power at all. The Grudge, I saw The Grudge, even the Asian version. Parts of it were creepy and scary, But on a whole, I just did not enjoy the movie. Grizzly, I enjoyed this movie, but then again, I grew up in the 70s, so this kind of cheesy 70s movie is right up my alley. It is not supernatural, but it is something that can happen. If you're ever in the woods, you live near the woods, camping, even in upstate New York, they have bears. Whether a grizzly bear is there or not, I don't know, but grizzly bears are huge, and it would take a lot to fight them off. And no, this is not like Cocaine Bear, even though I enjoyed that movie too. This is more of a serious movie than Cocaine Bear. Deadly Friend, I believe I've seen. I just don't remember. I think it was an 80s movie. One of the actors, his first name is Matthew. I think his last name is Lambert, if this is the right movie. Okay, Matthew Labiorto and Christy Swanson. I remember seeing this. I don't remember the movie, but I remember not liking it. And that Matthew guy is actually from Little House on the Prairie, if you ever watched that. Hideaway. That was very interesting. It was a lot like Denzel Washington's movie. Oh, excuse me. Love my seltzer. A lot like Denzel Washington's movie Fallen. And seeing Jeff Goldblum, Jeff Goldblum's always going to seem goofy. Always. He's really tall and lanky, but this was a very good movie. I enjoyed it very much. Squirm, I saw once, like one little part of it. My mom wanted me to watch it with her. I was a teenager. I couldn't. I could not. But my mother loved it. Audrey Rose, I've seen this several times. The concept is really good, but not as a horror. More of a suspense movie. A little creepy, but I think they could have done more with it even for the time it came out. The Devil's Pass. That's about the Diavlov Pass incident. What that is a group of Russian college students. Um, they went on a trip that has been done by other people, and it was considered to be dangerous. But they were experienced hikers, and it should have been fine. But something happened. Now, this is a true story. You can go look it up. What they in this movie, some of it seems like it was possible, the rest of it, no. Very interesting story, very interesting mystery over the years, which has finally been solved. It was the Russian government who did stuff. They allowed these people to get hurt and watch them as they died for scientific reasons. It was like an experiment. But the movie, it takes a different turn. Drag Me to Hell, I love the concept, but watching the movie for some reason it just annoyed me. Like it was a B movie or straight to video. It's hard to explain. Justin Long is in it. I love Justin Long. But this movie to me was more gross. I don't know. It's the way it was filmed. It wasn't filmed like a normal horror movie, and I can't explain it. But the concept was really, really, really good. The Rage Carrie 2, I've seen. If you've seen Carrie, you know what it's about. Apparently, Carrie's father had another kid, hence, Carrie 2. I have seen a La Llorona movie. I don't know if it's the legend or the curse. It was interesting. I think they could have done a lot more. Now I'm going into action because sometimes they have horror movies listed in action. Surviving the Game is an action movie and it was so good. Ice T was so good in it. Gary Busey, Rutger Hauer, such a good movie. Exciting, very good. The Day After Tomorrow, I think they did very well as well. The actors in it was great. Dennis Quaid, Emily Rumson, who was from the U.S. version of Shameless. And this is not a supernatural movie. It's more nature and science that could possibly happen. I don't know if it can happen as fast, but it was very interesting. Breakout is a thriller. You see Brendan Fraser in a different way, but again, the way it was filmed, like a B movie. I saw Independence Day Resurgence. It's not as good as the first movie. It's just not. Dante's Peak. I love this movie, and this movie could really happen. Earthquakes are happening all the time. Earthquakes can trigger a volcano eruption, and we have volcanoes here in America as well. So, let's see. Great White Waters. I saw most shark movies I enjoy. I mean, Ghost Shark and things like that are a little much, but when they're real, things that could actually happen, they're very good. Saw The Mummy, enjoyed it, but loved The Mummy too. I saw Rogue. I enjoyed it, but am I thinking about? Yeah, I'm thinking about Primeval more than the Rogue, more than Rogue. But it was a good movie. After Earth, I saw. It's a long, drawn out movie. Jaden Smith was good in it, but I don't think he's been in any movie since. Charlie's Angels, the original series, I love. I watched it so much as a kid. And yes, Tubi has TV series. I only remember parts of MacGyver. And apparently everything he did in MacGyver was true. You could take gum and string and a stick and make something out of it, and apparently it worked. Z Nation got to be too much for me. I enjoyed it at first, but it just got to be too stupid. Yeah, The Mummy Returns I really liked a lot. Man on a Ledge, I have to bring myself to watch that just like I had to with a movie called Fall. I am very much afraid of heights, and when I look down, even at this picture right now, I can feel it. It's like something drops in my chest and comes back up. It's very weird. What else? Van Helsing the series, I watched some of it. I enjoyed it. I just never went back to it. Ooh, when about Ted Danson, I gotta add this to my list. I love Ted Danson. And you see, that's what happens when you sign up. You can add stuff to your list and then go to your list to watch stuff later on. They charge you nothing. I don't know if that'll change ever, but it's free now. Night and Day I saw, I don't remember enjoying it. And I don't remember it. I know I saw it, but I wasn't into action movies back then. Again, I'm getting that feeling looking at Skyscraper, and I've never seen the movie. This Planet of the Apes, I love. It's with Mark Wahlberg. I don't like the originals. I used to, and I can watch them, not a problem, but it's not something I go for. This one I really enjoyed. The original Crow, I did not enjoy. I've seen it a total of 3 times, trying to figure out why I didn't like it. I do like the concept, just didn't like the follow through. It was too dark, and the darkness I'm talking about is not the storyline. It's the film itself. Computers only go to a certain amount of brightness, and it was just annoying seeing it that dark. Oh my god, I was so against this equalizer when I first heard about it. I love Queen Latifah, but Robin McCall was a very old white guy, not thin, but you could tell he was old and he'd been through a lot. It was a series. It was very, very good. Denzel Washington, I like some of his movies, but there's something about him I just don't like. But with this, I figured watch it. I love Queen Latifah. I love her. And I was not disappointed. I loved the entire series. I was pissed off when they got one of the main characters off. I was pissed off when they canceled it. Very good show. I loved it. Commando, I saw the only thing I liked about it was Alyssa Milano. And I don't like Alyssa Milano now, but in that movie, she was really good. Total Recall I've seen more than once and I could watch it again, but it is not something I go for. If somebody else is watching it and I'm in the room or something, I'll watch it, but it's not something I go for. So a Desperado, my husband loved it. I thought it was eh. I know we went from horror movies to this, and I'm trying to do it fast because I'm probably going to go into more. If the video's too long, you don't want to watch, don't watch. Call Her King? They have that here. Well, I want to watch that again. I enjoyed that movie so much. It was from BET. So good. Oh my God, so good. BET has a lot of good shows and a lot of good movies. The Tomorrow People, I think I saw a couple of episodes, it just couldn't hold me. It couldn't hold my interest. Daybreakers, that was very interesting. Very. It's a vampire movie. Oh, I remember it held me. I remember parts of it, but that's something I actually have to watch again, and it's in my list. Last Action Hero, did not enjoy. Too corny. I like Taylor Lautner, but I could not watch him with all that facial hair. To me, he looks stupid, so I've never seen this movie. I know, I'm weird. I know. Rage, I only got halfway through. I didn't like it. And I do like Nicolas Cage. I just didn't like that movie. Tried watching Damage because I like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Could not get into it. Colors I saw, and it scared the crap out of me. This is another movie where things like this actually do go on. It was a very good movie. And again, I'm trying to go through this kind of quickly. I might make a part two after this. Backcountry, I want to see. These are based on true events. Flight 7500, I watched it because of the blonde guy right up front. He's from True Blood. He played Jason Stackhouse. His name is Ryan Quantine. The whole movie, I'm wondering what was going on, and the ending made the whole movie suck for me. Oh, Alphabet Killer. I gotta add that to my list. I love the girl who played Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the series. I forget her name right now, but I love her. Let's see. And I'm trying to go fast. La Bamba, I've seen it more than once. It's a good movie, but it's not something I run to. A League of Their Own, I saw that more than once. I really enjoy it. It's not horror, it's not Halloween, but it's very good. The Client List I enjoyed. I just could not watch the series. Could not get into it at all. Not Without My Daughter, a very good movie. And I call it a remake. There was one similar to this with Taraji P. Henson. I love Taraji P. Henson. Such a good actress. Oh my god. But this is a very good movie too. It stars Sally Field. I love Sally Field. I just didn't like her in a movie. I think it was called Doris. I Tanya I saw. It was very interesting. Mississippi Burning is a good, intense, horrible movie. It's based like we're in this section right now based on true events. It's a horrible thing that happened. Just like with Emmett Till, things like that should have never, never happened. Very good movie. All the actors were fantastic in it. I think they told the story very, very well. Wind Talkers, I haven't seen this, but it's based on different ways to communicate during war. Do I have it in my list? Nope, but I am going to watch it. It seemed very, very interesting. Abducted by My Teacher, that was a very wow movie, and not like, wow, it's exciting. No, it's like, wow, this stuff really happens, and it's wrong. Ed Gein, The Butcher of Plainfield, I tried to watch twice. I cannot get into it. Yeah, Jungle, I do want to watch. Okay. The Possession, I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And as far as horror movies go, it was pretty good. It was good. It's worth a watch. But it's not something, if I had physical media, that I would put in my collection unless I got it from Dollar Tree. I would not want to pay more than $5 for it, and that's basically because I'm cheap. It was a pretty good movie, but again, it's not something I run to. Yeah, I wanted to see that abduction on the street. Yeah, I wanted to see that. Add to my list. I never liked Fantasia Barrino, but I did like the Aretha Franklin movie with Jennifer Hudson. That was so good. I didn't doze off. I didn't want to get up and go to the bathroom, even though I did have to go. I waited till the movie was over. That movie, Respect, was a very good movie. Winchester, that is a horror movie, and it is based on a true story of a woman who's who was heir to the Winchester fortune, the Winchester rifle, the gun, and basically her entire family died. And she went to a psychic, and the psychic said, "Look, you got to keep building on your house to appease the spirits of the people your guns killed." It's a true story. Go look it up. There's been documentaries done where you see the inside of the house, hallways and staircases and doors that lead nowhere. It's interesting, but the movie wasn't good. At least I don't think so. Casualties of War. I watched it once. I refused to watch it again. Not because it was a bad movie, but because of the things that was depicted in it that really have happened. I just couldn't. I can't watch it again. Girl in a Box. This is an abduction story. The ending is like, wow, it really ended like that? But things like this happen more than once. There was a girl before her that this was done to. Very interesting. Yours, Mine, and Ours to me is a Christmas movie. I love it. I love Lucy Ball. Her and Henry Fonda are great. Tim Matheson is in it. The girl who became, her name wasn't this in this movie, but Morgan Brittany, who was in some kind of nighttime soap opera. Tracy Nelson, Ricky Nelson's daughter, was in it. It's a great movie. I loved it. Not Halloween, but I love it. The Girl Next Door. Oh my god. I've seen two different versions of this story. I've seen a documentary. It is horrible what this girl went through, what people saw her going through, and did nothing about it. It's one of those true crimes that grip you, and you cannot believe it actually happened. But it did, and I guarantee you things like this is still going on. A street cat named Bob, I watched it. I did not enjoy it, but for some reason I could not take my eyes off the cat. And I love cats, but I did not like that movie, and I don't know why I sat through the whole thing. Red Dog, oh my god, such a sad movie. Very sad, very good movie. Wolf Creek, I saw. It's a gory slasher. I don't enjoy gory slashers, but when you're out there on the road, whether you're in this country or another, just be very careful. Oh my god, Brain on Fire. What a fucking movie. Tyler Perry was in it, but I consider his part to be a bit part. Very, very good at it. He was very good. But this movie, I think everyone should watch because medically it's something that can happen to any one of us, and it's so rare. There are very few doctors who know about it. But once they found a doctor that knew about it, her life was basically normal again. Chloe Grace Moritz is such a good actress. kidnapped. The Hannah Anderson story. Wow, that things like this that go on. Kids are kidnapped while they're so young, and they're brainwashed that if they run away, they're going to get killed, their family's going to get killed. And it happens all the time. We see on the news, oh, here's a girl who was living out back, basically in a cage. The couple, the woman abused her physically. The guy kept raping her and she kept having kids. We've seen it a lot before. Open Water. Water is definitely a horror movie. It is very, very long, very, very drawn out, and a lot of people have said it's boring, they can't sit through it. But think about it. You go to Mexico or whatever and you go on a scuba dive. You pay for this. You go out with what you think are tour guides, professionals, and other people. You get separated for a second and then you come up to the surface and you see the boat so far away, there's no way you can catch up to it. There's no way to get their attention. And you're left stranded in the ocean. You cannot see to the bottom. You are so far out, people on land, you can't even see land, but you feel things underneath you. You feel things swimming around you. And then you see a fin, and you know what the fin is. It's not the fin of a whale, it's the fin of a shark. You're in their territory. You are food to them. You are prey. And there's nowhere for you to go. There's just nowhere for you to go, even if you swim away. Where are you swimming to? So it's that psychological stuff that gets you with this movie. I think it was very good. Lizzie Borden. I have seen several Lizzie Borden movies and I've enjoyed every one of them. There's actually one which I think is the original from the 70s. I think it's the 70s. It's available on YouTube. It stars Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched. That's a very good movie. This is a very good movie. There was, oh my God, there were others. The story is gripping and it's a crime that we believe is solved, but there's just no evidence to it. There's evidence, but it doesn't fit, then it does fit. And considering how long ago this was, it's an intriguing story, and I've loved every movie I've seen of it. And this woman, Chloe, I cannot pronounce her last name, Savigny, she was in a show called Big Love. She's been in other movies. She was the mother of a neighbor of Gypsy Roses, another true story. Just, she's a great actress. She's wonderful. The Wilderness Family. I love these three movies. Came out in the 70s. If you know what Grizzly Adams is, it's a lot like that. People decided living in the city was too much and they wanted better for their kids. So they went and lived in a cabin in the woods. I get the concept. I could never do it because there are bears. There are cougars. There are things that can eat you in the woods. Yeah, there are things that can kill you here, but it's different in the woods. It's different. But this is more of a family movie than horror, but I still love them. Okay, now let's see. How long has this been? Yeah, an hour and 10 minutes. We're going to go to a part two. I'm going to go through everything. I'm enjoying this. Thank you for bearing with me.